And we're back just like that. We're ready for the second game in our doubleheader tonight. And tonight it's going to be, man, it's going to be Agile versus Bash. It's my favorite matchup in the game of Blood Bowl. It's Skaven versus Undead tonight. Rodentia versus the Dead Poet. Spire versus S. Beaver. So Rodentia going to be the home team this evening. They're a Skaven team. Spire, a newcomer to the league. This team coming in a TV of 1,005,000 gold. They have a roster of just 10 players. They're going to have to pick up one of these linemen for 50K. That's going to bump up their TV to 1055. One of these gutter runners is out this week, down to 3 gutter runners. You can bring 4, and sadly, it's going to be the Blodger gutter runner who is out this week. He does have Naked Mole Rat, who has lost a point of armor value that makes them super fragile. They're already, all the players on this team, save for the Blitzers and the Rat Ogre, are fragile, but look at this gutter runner, 8+, not great to begin with, 7+, that's goblin territory. So this player is going to have a big old target on his back. S. Beaver is going to be looking to remove this player just as soon as he's been given the opportunity. And then one of the Blitzers have been brought down to AV8 too. This is a big loss for this team. For such a fragile team, you really want to be able to get keep those high AV players when you can. Honestly, I probably would have fired this player. I would have sacked this player. I wouldn't want to keep him on the roster. I'd just replace him. I know he doesn't have the money for it. You'll find this a lot on Agile teams, like Elven teams, Wood Elves. War Dancers are super expensive. Your linemen are 70K. They're super expensive, and you lose them all the time. You can go into a death spiral where it's just journeyman all the way down. So part of playing these agile, fragile teams is trying to keep players safe, trying to get skills on players and leverage those skills before they die. He does have Chinchilla, the Rat Ogre. This is the big guy. We've seen lots of success with Rat Ogres so far in this competition. Frenzy and Mighty Blow is the name of the game on this Rat Ogre. Strength 5, Frenzy, Mighty Blow means he's certainly getting 2 die blocks. Frenzy can make that 4. If you can get the 3 die block, that's 6. And then Mighty Blow is going to give him +1 on his armor roll or his injury roll, whichever one he's going to need it for. So this is a terrifying player. He has a thrower as well that has pass and sure hands. That'll be the ball carrier for the evening until it gets handed off or passed to a gutter runner. These gutter runners have an MA of 9. They are the fastest players in this game. They are terrifying. They can get away from you very, very quickly. They have the dodge skill as well. They have a fantastic AG of a 2+. Very scary pieces. If you can take one off the pitch, you do. Often you'll take an opportunity to foul them to get them off the pitch as well, because they are the stars of the show. He'll be up against the Dead Poets this evening, an undead team. They're coming in at a full roster of 11 players, 2 mummies, 2 blitzers, 2 ghoul runners, and the rest are linemen. Both ghoul runners have been leveled up into blodgers. He has the white blitzer who's picked up the tackle skill, and both mummies have picked up guard as well. These mummies can be a terrifying force. If they stick together, they're basically strength 6 players with Mighty Blow. Very, very, very powerful. One of the best guys and best big guys in the game of Blood Bowl. They have no nega traits. Their big downfall is that they're an MA3. If they get knocked down, they have to roll a die to stand up. I'm sorry, they don't roll a die to stand up. That's treatment. If they want to do anything other than stand up, they have to roll a die. So they're very slow and they can get locked down very easily, but very good kill players. He has 4 players with the block skill, 2 of which are blodgers, so that means only the POW is going to knock down these ghoul runners. He only has 2 ghoul runners, though. You can carry 4, and these are your fast pieces, right? These are your MA7 pieces. These are your ball carriers with a good AG. Block and dodge makes them resilient, but you can get them out in various ways. If you pick up all 4, you can have a blodger, you can have somebody with sure hands, you can have somebody who's a dirty player, and that can really turn you into a really menacing team. Undead and Skaven, both really good teams in my opinion. Undead, I think, out of the box is really good, and they start to lose a little of their sheen at higher TVs, I think, but still, I think, are pretty solid all the way through. Skaven teams, those gutter runners, man, they can one turn. They can one turn. It's scary. S. Beaver is going to be looking to bash this team into the ground, while Spire's going to have to play that game of when do I score. The longer I stay on the pitch, the more blocks I'm giving up. One way to alleviate that is to get this ball back on defense and score again, and that's made easier once you start to pick up things like a kicker. A kicker you can put that ball where you want it to be, and you can snake that ball from the opponent very easily. Dead Poets to start this game. They are on offense. They have a 3-man offensive line against this 3-man defensive line. The Skaven team giving up the sidelines. He knows he can follow him. He has one, we'll call that a safety, I guess. Keeping those gutter runners on the outside here. I imagine, wow, look at how bright those dice are. Gets a pal to start things off at mid-pitch. Knocks down the center defensive tackle, Shrew. I imagine a blitz is going to be coming up on one of these gutter runners. It's a stun here. But man, those dice are bright as the sun. 2-9 block on the right defensive tackle. Gets a pal here. One more block with Harrison, the #1 mummy. Looks like he's going to try to blitz Vol, the #2 blitzer over in the right wide zone. Here it comes. 2-die blitz. Got that pal. Got that pal. Can he get a 7+? Not this turn. Two-die block gets the knockdown on dribble with this mummy. Mighty blow in play. This can make it a Navy 7. Breaks armor. If it doesn't make it a Navy 7, he gets a +1 on that injury roll. Clivey says, are those dice red every roll? I think it's an uphill block. They're orange. They're bright orange. Dead Poets on turn 1, dipping into bonus time. Still have about half their team left to action. They did a good bit of UX there. They realized that the dice can't be red because the user can pick the colors, so they put the chain iconography around the uphill block dice. Good 3+ pickup. Scary pickup on the sideline there. If you fail that pickup, normally on turn 1, the ball is going to be fairly safe. You're going to have some sort of protective cover on the ball carrier. If you fail the pickup, you say, that's fine. I won't spend a reroll, but on the sideline, it can be real scary because if that ball goes out of bounds, you can lose that ball real quick. Naked Mole Rat moves over in the right wide zone, covering that right sideline. Shifting another gutter runner over to the right side as well. Keeping these gutters right in front of this this cage. Shifts Mouse the Thrower over. I don't know why I find that name so funny. Over to the left. Rat Ogre blitzes. Gets a knockdown here. Mighty blow on this blitz. Has to follow up due to Frenzy. Doesn't break armor. I really like those blue dice. 2-die block here, gets a push. Rat Ogre has Animal Savagery. If they take a block or a blitz, they roll a d6 before they activate regardless. But if they take a block or a blitz, they need to roll a 2+. If they do, everything's good. Otherwise, they have to roll a 4+. If they fail that roll, they have to beat up an adjacent teammate. They have to knock down an adjacent teammate. If there isn't an adjacent teammate to knock down, they can't take their action. Otherwise, they continue like normal. Turn 2 back to the Dead Poets. They're on offense here. Clayface says, Rat Ogres have never caused any problems in a game. Ever. Takes a mark on Mole, the blitzer over in the left wide zone. Has an AV of 8+. Does have the block skill, though. Typically, they come with an AV of 9+, but he was injured. Takes a second mark on Mole over in the left wide zone. Going for the blitz. 3-die blitz with Harrison. Got the POW here. This is almost going to guarantee, well, not guarantee, but he's hoping he gets the +1 on the injury roll with Mighty Blow here. Breaks armor, got a stun out of it. Yeah, you don't need it on your armor roll when you roll boxcars. Still has one more point of movement left with that mummy. When you blitz, you get to take a block and move all in the same turn. However, that block costs 1 of your MA. Not going to move anywhere with the mummy. Shifts the ball laterally to the left. The ball on the depot at its own 2-yard line now. Undead, I would say a fairly bashy team. They do have options with the ghouls. That's why the ghouls are so important. 2-die block with Lennon, the mummy over on the right side of the line, gets a knockdown. Clear skies for this game. I'm a little disappointed. Sweltering heat would be lovely. Turn 2 now, back to Rodentia. I have to imagine Rodentia won the coin toss by being on defense here. Agile teams tend to want to be on defense first just because they're so frail that it guarantees they're going to have their full 11 on the pitch. Whereas if they were on offense in the first half, then when the second half comes around, they might be setting up with, 9, 8, 7 players. And then they have a tougher time defending. They have a much easier time on offense than they really do on defense. They want to have most of their players on defense. On offense, you can get away with losing a few players. A regular guy says, "Damn, I gotta take note of this game." I, as Undead, just spun in this game. Good luck. Gets a knockdown, gets a stun on the number 16 lineman. He's going to be locked down over on the right sideline now. Yeah, somebody paid in the Warpstone store for the weighted dice. Fails the rush here. Spent the reroll, but couldn't get through the loner. Oh, he did get through the loner. Well done. Well. Went on the back corner of the cage here. Went against Hendricks, the ghoul runner. Only a pal's going to knock down that blitzer. Knock down that ghoul. Went in on the blitz. Failed his die roll. Spent the reroll. It was a journeyman. Had to get through the loner roll. He did. But then couldn't get that ghoul knocked down. Another removal here. Two removals back to back. Dead Poets have a two-man player advantage. I can speak words. Yeah, these ghouls, man. You get a ghoul with blodge, and then you get sidestep on them, and then they're super, super nuts. But they are only AV 8+, right? What we used to call AV 7. So they get knocked down. It's fairly easy to break armor. And then if they do get knocked down, they also tend to become targets for fouls. Gets a push on Naked Mole Rat, the number 7 gutter runner. Going after that injured gutter runner. I think that's Smart move, just didn't get anything out of the dice. I was going to say die roll, and it just turned into dice. Advances the ball over to the opposing 4-yard line now. Just inside the left wide zone. 2-die block over on the right side of the line. Gets a POW against Hamster, the number 10 lineman. Breaks armor as the camera went under the ground. Another stun here. Wow, 50-50 dodge with Morrison the blitzer. Worked out. And 2 rushes with that blitzer. Take a mark on Shrew so he can get the 2-die block here. Gets a push out of it. Took the both down result because he said, you know what, you have AV8, I have AV9, let's see what happens. Favorable result there, he got the stun. We'll see if he can capitalize on that though. Yeah, he did lose 75% of his movement on that lineman, but taking that both down. Rat Ogre blitz to get things started on that blitzer, gets a push here. Always have to follow up, and then you get a second block if the first one is just a push. Morrison's going to stand on his feet. Rat Ogre and Mummy now in base contact. Number 2 blitzer, that's the blitzer with Mighty Blow, gets behind this cage. Rodentia trying to apply pressure here on defense. Rolling no more dice. Turn 4 now for the Dead Poets. Dead Poets getting things started here with a movement with Lennon. Comes in for the 3-die block on Naked Mole Rat. Gets a POW here, just a 7+. Will break armor. Boy, only rolled a 6. 2-die block by Cobain against the thrower. This will work out due to the block skill. Two-die block at mid-pitch. That's double skulls against the Rat Ogre. Re-rolls this into a push. 1 re-roll left for each team now in this half. Beaver here. Moving Morrison up. That's the tackle player. That's going to negate dodge on Naked Mole Rat. Naked Mole Rat not only doesn't get the free reroll and dodging away, but the defender stumbles result is not going to result in a push. It will result in a knockdown. 2-die block back at the cage this time. This is going to be a push. What? Why? I don't know why that happened. I guess he wanted to keep the mole marked, so he decided to knock himself down. All right, turn 4, final turn of the first quarter now. Rodentia, yeah, it might have been a misclick. Rodentia on defense here fails the animal savagery roll, beats up Shrew. Stunned, but now Chinchilla still gets to take their action. They're going to take a 2-die block on McKernan. Get a POW here. Again, Mighty Blow in play on that Rat Ogre and must follow up due to frenzy. That Rat Ogre Mighty Blow with so many dice is just so scary. And that strength to guarantee that you're getting those dice. 2-die block on Thane. This will be a knockdown. 9+ breaks armor on zombies. As an undead team, you have a choice of 2 different linemen, zombies or skeletons. Skeletons have an extra point of movement, but they lose a point of armor value, and they pick up thick skull. I hate them. I don't know what their use is. I never take skeletons ever. 1-die blitz on Jones here. Gets the push. He's going to follow up. And now is marking Joplin, number 7 ghoul ball carrier. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they give you an extra point of movement. So if you want to foul something with a cheap lineman, that's the way to go. Second quarter begins. The Dead Poets have the ball on the opposing 4-yard line over in the left wide zone now. Still an even game at 0-0. Dead Poets are probably going to try to wait until turn 8 to score if they can at all help it. Two-die block on the front right corner of the cage here. Gets the knockdown thanks to block. 3 blockers on this cage. Two-die block on Vol. He's marking the back of the cage here. He's going to get knocked down. 9+ breaks armor. I don't know. I think if a zombie did that move, he would fall apart into 17 pieces. Now the ball carrier is going to shift to mid-pitch, way over to the right. Clavius, thank you very much for the bits, and thanks to Leave It to Rouse as well. Cage set up at mid-pitch on the 10-yard line, on Rodentia's 10-yard line. Has a mark. The front of the cage is marked here. It looks like he's going to try to blitz with Harrison. Blitzes Naked Mole Rat for the 3-die blitz. Got the pal, just 7+. That's all he needs. Can he get it this time? He cannot. Turn 5 now for Rodentia. Every time Naked Mole Rat survives a block, it's like, Two-die block by Chinchilla. Gets a push, follows up into another push. McKernan's going to stay marking this Rat Ogre. I think S. Beaver is totally fine with that. That keeps that Rat Ogre in place. He'd have to blitz his way free. He can't even take a block to free himself up, remember, because he has Frenzy, so you have to get the knockdown. And regardless, he still has to follow up into that space. Good 2+ dodge. All positive dodges by these gutter runners are going to be a 2+. Two-die block works out to the block skill. Knocks down Alexander, the number 14 lineman in that previous cage here on the Dead Poets, left back around the 4-yard line. Dead Poets shifting from one cage to another. Perfect. Livius, thank you for the bits. Perfectly valid tactic. The only thing you have to be careful for is leaving half your team marked, right? And now they're out of play. But so far, Dead Poet's doing a good job here. One die blitz on the number 16 lineman. Gets the knockdown. Well done, marking the ball again. Continue to apply the pressure with this agile team here. Covering the front of the cage. It's going to force Joplin to move laterally. Turn 6 for the Dead Poets. Rodentia desperately trying to stop the score here. Ball's already in scoring position. One rush away. Omae wa mo shindeiru. Nani? Man, Fist of the North Star is so cool. There's a fighting game. There's a Fist of the North Star fighting game. Completely broken, totally jank game, but it is so fun. It's so much fun. There's like these wild infinites in it. It's insanity. Two die mummy blitz gets the knockdown on Ol' Hamster. Got a KO, well done. Third removal here for the Dead Poets. 3-man player advantage. Takes a mark on Naked Mole Rat, but remember, these positive dodges are 2+. Poets finding themselves in a little bit of a predicament here, trying to find out where to keep this ball carrier safe. Looks like he's going to shift back to the left. Probably try to find some protection from by the mummy, not from the mummy, by the mummy. Still leaving this back right corner exposed. 2-die block gets a pal. This is back at the line of scrimmage. Is he going to rush this zombie in? Nope. He's going to mark Mole instead. I think that's going to be his turn. Wow, no, he took the 1-die block. Not that risky. He does have the block skill and broke armor. Great armor break there. Well done. Well done. Didn't break armor. I'm sorry. Knockdown is what I meant. Great knockdown there. Mal's still a threat. He can still blitz. It's a 1-die blitz against a blodger, though. Life says, did he break armor? No, he didn't break armor. Yeah, it's like a bug. Sometimes it just ends up showing it, even when it's not an armor break. Moves Shrew into position so he can activate Chinchilla with a 2+ on the animal savagery instead of a 4+. More importantly, if Chinchilla didn't have somebody next to him. 1-die blitz on the ball carrier, got the pal he was looking for. We'll see where the ball scatters. Even broke armor. What a turn. Whoa, come on. What a turn. Wow. Went in on the blitz. One dive blitz, got the pallets. The only thing that would knock the ball carrier down. Followed up on this. And then the 5+ catch on the Mark Ghoul to recover this ball by the Dead Poets now. Dead Poets have the ball in the hands of Hendricks, the other Ghoul runner who's also a blodger. Well, what I was about to say earlier was this allows Chinchilla to continue to make his movement even though he failed the Animal Savagery roll. Gets the knockdown on McKernan. He has to follow up. See if Mole dodges away. Might not. Might take the block. Dodged away. Well, that was... Oh, injured himself. See if he uses the oppo here. Dodged in the wrong space here. This was a marked space, so when you are marked, when you're based, and you try to move away, that's what triggers a dodge. And then whatever space you're moving into, the amount of tackle zones in that space are the amount of negative modifiers you get applied to your dodge. So here, there's 2 tackle zones. So may have been a misclick here, or he may have been, may have really wanted to get into this space. Pushes Guinea Pig off the ball carrier. And now a blitz will do it to score here in turn 7 for the Dead Poets. A push on the blitz by Hendricks is really all he needs. We'll see if he tries to stall this out for one more turn. Three die block on Guinea Pig. This will be a push. Those mummies are great, but until they get blocked, they can be scary. Scary as in scary for you, the undead coach, because they will fail die rolls more than you anticipate. Here comes that blitz. 2 die blitz. A push is good enough. He'll get the knockdown. Oh, no. It's a dodge push. It's a push either way. But that's enough. We'll push him away. He'll be able to score here without any rushes. Spent the What? Oh no! Spent the reroll into double skulls! Was looking for the removal. Said, I'll chance it. Nuffle said, you made a mistake. I gave you something. And now I'm going to give you this. Re-rolled it into double skulls. Wow, and got stunned for his trouble. That's his second ghoul. He only has 2. Now the 4+ pickup. Well done in the 2+ dodge by Capybara. Interception attempt, or pass interference attempt. Now for the Dead Poets. Doesn't work out. Good reception by Vol. Well done by Rodentia to recover. Just like that, the ball is on the opposing 18-yard line in the left wide zone. Well done. And now he's got to get marks on players. Yes, indeed. Yankee Sullivan, welcome to the stream. Yes. Wow. So well done here. Got a KO with the Rat Ogre as well, and boy, it looked like the Dead Poets were just gonna score right there. They had a chance to score, got greedy, and now Rodentia has recovered. Final turn for the Dead Poets. You will like the gifts Nuffle gives you. Nuffle giveth and Nuffle taketh away. Beefy82, welcome to the stream. Bad reroll. Yeah, had an opportunity to score. Breaks armor here. Gets a stun. Yeah, he really wanted to break armor on that AV7 gutter runner. Didn't work out. And now he's got nobody that can really get to Vol. Or not even really. I don't even think Jones can get there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, nobody can get there. One die block on Naked, but he's still going after. He's like, I will take you out of this game. Beefy82 demands death. It's not gonna happen. Not this turn. Sending players forward on this final turn. It's not gonna matter. Turn 8 coming up, and Rodentia will not make the same mistake. They're going to score here on turn 8. They'll go up 1-0. Well done by Spire there. Wow. And they're going to be on offense to start the second half of this game. Really well done. Dead Poets kicking themselves after losing the opportunity to score. That's why I'm risk averse, man. Dead Poets to set up on defense now. They're going to be down a player. Rodentia will be down 4. It'll be a 3-man player advantage for the Dead Poets. With a 3-man line, anchor defense here. They've got those mummies on the line. I'd keep these mummies grouped up. I'd keep these mummies together. But remember, he does have to defend against this Skaven team. This Skaven team is going to really try hard to spread out this defense. He's going to threaten the pass. If this defense pulls back to cover the pass, it's going to make the run that much stronger. It's going to be real tough to stop this Skaven team from scoring. And once they're up 2-0, boy, now you as the undead coach, now things have been flipped around, right? 0-2, and now what do? Now you got to score as fast as possible and then get that ball back. But you don't want to put it in the hands of this agile team. It's a real tough spot here for the Dead Poets. They're gonna have to murder some rats. They're gonna have to murder some rats and then get this ball back. They do have a significant player advantage. Rodentia to set up here, so the defense spread out wide here. They're giving up the sidelines, but otherwise they're trying to screen out these Skaven players as much as they're comfortable with. I think instead, what is happening? I think instead I might have set up some chevrons, right? So I might have put some players like, something like this, right? And just try to screen out the entire pitch. More changing weather, that doesn't change. Turn 9 for Rodentia. That ball was kicked all the way back to the 24-yard line. Rodentia is A-okay with that. Another failed animal savagery roll. Boy, now you have to start thinking about this Rat Ogre. Like, do you want your Rat Ogre to continue removing your own players from the pitch? Oh boy. That KO. Gets a knockdown, doesn't break armor. 4-man player advantage now for the Dead Poets. Three-plus ball pickup works out. He has sure hands to make that even safer. One die block. Back at the line of scrimmage works out due to the block skill. Blitz still on the table. .37 seconds left in the turn here for Rodentia. First turn of the second half. Both teams back up to 3 rerolls. Rodentia still have their Apothecary. Dead Poets are not allowed to carry an Apothecary. If you have a team with regen, you can't bring an Apothecary. Request dodge by the lineman. All right, the ball's going to hang out on the 18-yard line. Turn 9 back to the Dead Poets. Those cheerleaders never, ever take a break. Ever. They are just going 100% full steam for an entire game. Big loss for the Dead Poets, not getting back their second ghoul. Shifting this defense. They've got a line in front. They've got a line in the secondary. Applying some mild pressure with this zombie lineman. Have to be a little bit careful. These linemen are slow. They're as fast as dwarves. It's very easy to run around these linemen, and then the linemen are just out of the drive. Three-die block by Harrison. Three-die blitz, I should say, on Naked Mole. He's really going after Naked Mole Rat. Can he break armor here with Mighty Blow? Oh my goodness. Naked Mole Rat's just taunting him. AV7. Mighty Blow. You can't take him off the pitch. He's invincible. He can't be vinced. Turn 10 back to Rodentia. It's almost like a grudge at this point. He's just like, I'm going to take that player off the pitch. So help me. A momentum shift with that TD. So just imagine the Dead Poets scored at the end of the first half, and now it's 0-1. Rodentia's behind. They want to score, of course, but the longer they stay on the pitch, the more they're going to get beat up. So they tend to want to score early, but if they score early, they're then giving up a lot of time back to the Dead Poets to win 2-1. But with that score, with that defensive touchdown, the whole momentum has changed, and it is strongly in favor of Rodentia at this point. Good blitz, moves the blitzer further down pitch to the opposing 12-yard line over in the left wide zone. Looks like he's going for a pass. Oof. I think that's a long pass. Failed the catch. He's going to spin a reroll. Got the ball in the hands of that Mighty Blow blitzer. Well done. Yeah, indeed. It was a long pass. Passes in... Oh, double skulls here. That's going to be a turnover. That Red Ogre gets knocked down. Passes use a passing template that you can't see in Blood Bowl 3. But basically, orthogonally, 3 spaces is a quick pass, another 3 spaces is a long pass, another 4 spaces... I'm sorry, quick pass, short pass, another 4 spaces is a long pass, and then another 3 spaces is a long bomb. And squares being squares, the diagonals on the squares are longer, so instead of being 3, it'd be 2. So it's 2 for a quick pass, 2 for a short pass, 3 for a long pass, and another 2 for a long bomb. So you get this circle of coverage. Regular guy says, I'm so mad at myself, I set up to stop a 1-turn touchdown only to hit the change setup with 10 seconds left, and he scores a 1-turn on me. Oh, that sucks. I have messed up. I have messed up on the beginning of drives with just dumb button presses a good jillion times. I have set up on offense when I was on defense. I've set up on defense when I was on offense. I've hit the end turn button when I wanted to change formations. Harrison gets a push on Capybara. Gonna try to lock him onto the sideline. Doesn't. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the blitz. It's a 1 die currently. I try a GFI, or I might try a rush with Hendricks. I mean, I think he has to. Like I would come at it here. Nope, he's not gonna GFI. He's not gonna rush. Going for the blitz. 1 die blitz. That's not enough. Spends a reroll. He'll get a push. Ball carrier can still blitz and score. Be 2 rushes to score if he blitzes. The problem is getting in the assist on the blitz. He didn't even need really the assist. A push is all he needs. So a push would be 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush, rush. He still has a reroll, but instead he's going to dodge out to get the assist. He rushes in. Oh boy, so he'll get a 2 die blitz now with Vol. The push is enough. So he'll get a push. He will not follow up. I mean, he could follow up. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And then 2 GFIs, 2 rushes to score. There it is. Well done. Just like that. That's how fast Skaven teams will score. Well done by Spire. And again, we talked about momentum, and the momentum shift at the end of the first half was huge, and now it's the Dead Poets who find themselves in the predicament that Rodentia would have been in. Dead Poets are down by 2. It's turn 11, 6 turns left in this game. They got to get on the board, but more importantly, they've got to find a way to stop this Skaven offense from scoring. Did they get back their KO? They did not. Joplин's gonna stay. Oh no, it's gonna stay in the KO box. I bought this soap that is coffee. It says it's scented as coffee and whiskey. And the problem is it kind of is. So like my hands always smell like they're dirty. There's the Nuffle. Fouling frenzy until the end of the next drive. If one of your players causes an injury by a foul action, You gain 2 SPP. Come on now. Come on now, let's foul. You're getting points now. You're getting money for for fouling. Let's do it. Let's go. Hank Range says the Skaven failed all 3 of their KOs. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes. But like when I look at like Skaven or Elves or something, they fail their KO rolls, I'm like, whatever. But yes. Gets a stun on the left defensive tackle to start things off. Ball in the hands of Cobain the Wizard. The Wizard? Cobain the Blitzer. Blitzing with the ball carrier. Gets a knockdown on Bull. Bull being a blitzer, his AV is a little bit stronger than the rest of his teammates. He's got a 9+ instead of an 8+. Follows up. He knows he's got to score. He's moving these players down pitch. Got a block to take with the mummy. That'll free up Jones. Three-eye block with Harrison. He'll get the pal here. He might not follow up if he wants to give... Well, he's going to follow up. All right. Gets an injury out of it. Well done. He might not follow up if he wanted Morrison to just beeline it over here to mark Mouse. He still can. Abo gets spent here. No injury. Well done. Naked Mole Rat. Gonna stay alive thanks to the doctor. That's how he's staying alive. He's got like pills or something. 2-die block. Oppo spent there. Gets the knockdown on Chinchilla the Rat Ogre. Breaks armor. Got a KO. That's a great KO. Very well done. Remove the big guy there. Although at this point you gotta ask how much work has Chinchilla done for the opposing team. Rodentia, turn 12. They might not try to stop this score. They know that the Dead Poets have to score. They might just try to keep their players safe and force the Dead Poets to score, and then they'll have another opportunity to score themselves. Oh, he's going to go in. He's going to defend. He's going to defend. I would have run away. I would have said, go ahead, score. 2-die blitz, got the pal. I'd run away, let him score, and let me get some of my KOs back. But he got a pal here, well done. Breaks armor, wow. Great stun and recovered by Vol. Got the 2-die blitz on the blitzer piece. Broke armor, got a stun, and then caught the ball as it bounced into his hands. Final turn of the third quarter. My goodness. Where did it all go wrong for the Dead Poets? Was it when they died the first time? Is that when they realized they should have been nicer people? Two-die block on Mouse. It's a knockdown here. This is the thrower. He'll follow up here. He'll take a mark on the ball carrier. Moves the player over to the right here, but I might have moved this zombie. I might have moved this zombie down here a bit. They're just so slow. Dead Poets still have Hendricks back. Kept Hendricks all the way back here. Hadn't moved him at all. Hadn't kept him in the drive, but now he's in position as a safety. Blitzing the ball carrier here. 2-die blitz into a push. He can re-roll this. He does. And gets another push out of this. Trying to lock down this ball carrier. Turn 13, fourth quarter begins here. Rodentia in the lead 2-0 with just a quarter to play. I think they only have 4 players left on the pitch, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 players left on the pitch. Moved the gutter runner out. Didn't hand off. Ooh, boy, scary stuff. I mean, you could also just dodge away and punt. Punting might be a great option here. Punting in Blood Bowl is when you don't have to pass it to a player. You pass it to a space. So punting is basically passing to an empty space. Just get it downfield. That is a blitzer, so it's a 3+ dodge instead of a 2+ dodge. And he doesn't have any rerolls, but he's not safe where he is. One of the dots going for the pass. Is he going to pass to the gutter runner? Ooh, boy. So these blitzers, so unlike the LRB6, you don't pass on the AG stat, you pass on the passing stat. So it's a 5+ pass. Very risky pass there. The handoff would have, I didn't even realize it was a blitzer, but the handoff would have negated the pass and just allowed, it's just a catch roll basically. So that would have been an easy catch for the gutter runner. Gutter runner still marked, of course, but now that ball has scattered 2 spaces forward. But yeah, maybe punting not a good idea on the blitzer. I thought it was a gutter runner. All right. 3-die block on Capybara. Gets a push here. Just 4 players on the pitch for Rodentia, but they are in the lead 2-0. Every turn they stall this score, they increase their odds of winning significantly. It's gonna, man, the Dead Poets are gonna have a real tough time here, trying to claw their way back in 4 turns. Going for the ball pickup, 3+ pickup, failed the pickup. Spend the reroll, fail the rush, and stunned. Stunned on the rush. Had to do something. Failed the 3+, spent his final reroll there, fails the rush. That's right, never rush. Never rush unless you've said your prayers. Turn 14 for Rodentia. Man, he is playing this game. He's going in for the ball. Good dodge, good pickup. Capybara with the ball. Who's he going to try to give this ball to? Now maybe he tries a punt. It doesn't have to be a bomb, right? It could be, just a quick or a short pass, like over here. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. Gonna hold on to the ball. Fails a dodge. Stuns one of his players. Guinea Pig is stunned. Turn 14 back to the Dead Poets. 3 turns left. They are down. 0-2. Oh, thank you, Double Time. Yeah, that's very true. You do have to declare a pass before you move. You have to declare your action before you take it. Blitzing, passing, handoff, fouling. And welcome to the stream. Two-die block gets a pal here against Vol, looking for that 9+. Undead team has done lots of damage this game. Unfortunately, touchdowns are what you need to win. Going for the blitz. One die blitz here. He'll take the both down result on this. KO'd himself. Oh no, KO'd. Okay, good. KO'd the cutter. Stunned himself. Ball's gonna end up on the 18-yard line. Had to try something, but that's just another turn for Rodentia. Man, he is fighting. He is fighting. Good for Spire. One die block got a pal here. It's just another turn that goes by, and Rodentia has all but secured this victory for themselves tonight. Looked like they were going to have a tough time of it earlier on in the game, but one greedy die roll changed the entire momentum of the game. So let that be a lesson. Blood Bowl is a game where you have lots and lots of agency, lots and lots of choices. And, being a strategic game, choices can compound. So we saw that here tonight. We've all been there. But let that be a lesson. You've really got to consider every one of your turns and what is the value you're getting out of it? Was it worth re-rolling that die to get the knockdown? No. No, it wasn't. Turn 15 back in the Dead Poets now. Two-die block on the blitzer. They only got a push out of this. Blitzer has a block skill. That means the both down result wouldn't knock him down. You don't want that on your mummies anyway, but at this point, why not? Von Roo says, what did I miss? Well, if you were here at the beginning of the game, you missed a lot. Because Rodentia, while only having 4 players on the pitch, they are up 2-0. 4+ pickup here, fails the pickup, doesn't have a reroll, and that'll be a turnover. Final turn of this game coming up, turn 16 for Rodentia. They've played a great game tonight. They've earned their victory. Well done to Spire. I said I would have run these Skaven players away to safety numerous times. Spire's been keeping in the fight all night long and trying to get those hits in. So props to him. Or her. Props to them. Fails the dodge. Final turn. Turn 16 for the Dead Poets. They're not going to win this one. Looking to pick up some SPP here to close out this game. 3-die block on Mouse. He'll take a push out of this. Going for the ball pickup. Gonna get some SPP on Cobain here with a pass, it looks like. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side of the pitch. I was like, oh, what's he gonna do? Well, score, of course. You wanna get SPP? Why not score a touchdown? Oh man, the knuckled action dance. Let's go, let's go. Thriller, let's go. One, well done, final. Why is he passing for SPP? Oh, to score a touchdown, that's why. Oh boy, I was not prepared tonight. So it goes. 2-1, Rodentia wins this one. Chinchilla will be the MVP and will be able to pick up a skill. So will Joplin, who is out most of this game. How dare you? Who chooses these MVP? Who in the stands is, or who in the booth, who in the league is choosing these MVPs? I want to know. I want to speak to that person. SPP for the evening. 12 for Rodentia and 11 for the Dead Poets. Not a bad pickup for either team here this evening. Oh, I should have. See, I'm not prepared. There we go. And Rodentia is going to advance into 7th place here with their second win this competition. They're now 2-0-2. Again, congratulations to Spire for their victory this evening. And there's plenty more Blood Bowl to come. Week 4. We're just past the midway point of regular play in this very first competition of the season. Lots and lots and lots of more Blood Bowl to go here in Season 4. Next up, our game on Sunday, February 4th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's UTC -5. That will be the White Skull Windbreakers versus Stairway to Nuffle. Doug the Minotaur versus El Numerino. Doug, the league champion. It will be his, Orcs versus Underworld. That will be Sunday. SPB versus Never Be Greedy with Nuffle. That's right. Don't be greedy with Nuffle. And then our next game will be the following night, Monday, February 5th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's UTC -5. That'll be Maximum Boncito versus Juxtaposed Juggernauts. Malik versus War Horsemen. Lizards versus Chaos Renegades is that one. One more game left to be scheduled this week. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is so fun. This game is so fun. Where else can you carefully craft your formation, decide to get super greedy on some dice and lose it all? Oh man, if I had a nickel for every time I've done that. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until Sunday, February 4th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.